Welcome to another video walk around. Today we're going to be taking a look at this 2021 Toyota RAV4 TRD off-road in this exclusive lunar rock color with ice edge roof. This all-wheel drive 4-door 5-passenger SUV comes equipped with a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine mounted to an 8-speed automatic transmission. Starting on the exterior with some of the notable features, you've got of course that exclusive paint that looks absolutely phenomenal. You've also got a really stylish front end here thanks to the nice grille design with those nice 2 lines down the center and of course that big Toyota badge in the middle. And you've also got the LED daytime running lights as well as the fog lamps for some additional style and utility. As you come around to the side of the vehicle, you'll notice the exclusive 18-inch black alloy TRD rims that the vehicle currently rides on with that really rugged looking design. And those are wrapped in the Falcon tires that are absolutely ready for any and all terrain that you might have to throw at them. As we continue down the vehicle, you'll notice the black mirror caps, as well as of course the LED turn signal indicator integrated right into the mirror. You'll also notice the chrome that runs along the top of the windows there. And you've also got this nice black brake in the panel here that separates the lunar rock color from the ice edge roof. As we continue down the vehicle, you'll also notice the black accents that run along the bottom of the vehicle. And then back here we do have the tinted windows for some additional privacy for the rear passengers or rear cargo. And of course that tint continues in back as well. Up top there you have those nice roof rails that run along the top, and they are black, giving it a little bit of an extra sporty and aggressive look. And in back here we do have that nice color matched roof fin antenna as well as the color matched roof spoiler with the integrated brake light. And back here you'll also find a rear windshield wiper, which is a very nice feature. And you've also got the blacked out RAV4 badging as well as of course that TRD off-road badging as well. Back here you'll also find the dual exhaust with chrome tips. And you've also got the mud flaps there just behind the tires. This vehicle is the definition of rugged, and it is absolutely ready for any and all adventures. So let's go ahead and hop inside and take a look at some of the interior features. Hopping inside this RAV4 is nice and easy thanks to the proximity smart key system, though of course you do have your standard remote keyless entry options on the key fob here. And you've also got the power liftgate button, which is a really nice feature to have, so you can easily pop the liftgate without having to hop in the vehicle. But like I mentioned, this vehicle is equipped with that proximity smart key system, so simply put your hand in the door to unlock the vehicle as long as the key is on your person. And when you hop out there, you have those 2 lines to easily lock the vehicle. Inside, you're greeted with this gorgeous black soft text seating with the TRD logo embossed right into the headrest. These seats truly are gorgeous and they are very, very comfortable. You've also got that nice red accent stitching that runs along the side of the headrest there, as well as these really aggressive side bolsters with the nice design. And in the center of the seat there, you've got that nice design that you'll find throughout the interior, as well as of course the perforation for your heating and cooling functions of the seat. Just below the seat there, we do have the power adjustable seat controls, including your power adjustable lumbar support. And if you take a look at the door sill here, you've got that nice RAV4 branding. And in terms of floor mats, you currently have the RAV4 branded all-weather mats, though this vehicle also comes equipped with the TRD branded all-weather floor mats, so you can easily switch those out, and I'll show you those in the trunk just a little bit later. So let's go ahead and hop inside this spacious interior and take a look at all of the interior features. The features inside this luxurious SUV start with the push button ignition. Simply put your foot on the brake and push the button to start the vehicle as long as the key is in the car. If you take a look over at the driver's side door panel here, you'll find this really nice design, including this nice leather material here that lines the door panel, as well as the armrest here. You've also got this nice silver accent piece that runs all the way up the door pull and to the top of the door panel here. And you'll also find this nice red accent stitching that follows all the way across the dash and onto the other door panel as well. Of course, this is also where you'll find the controls for your power windows, locks, and mirrors. And just underneath there, you do have a little bit of extra storage in the door panel, as well as an extra cup holder. And you've also got that speaker integrated in there with that nice RAV4 branding and that same great pattern that we found on the seat. If you take a look just to the right of the door panel there, you've got the dimmer switch for your gauge cluster, as well as the buttons to toggle your automatic high beams, your windshield wiper deicer, your heated steering wheel, and of course your power liftgate. Just above that, we have this nice little storage cubby that's got a really grippy, rubbery texture to it to ensure that anything that you put in there doesn't slide around too much while you're driving. And we've got another example of that great pattern. Just to the right here on the steering column, you'll find the manual adjustment for your tilt and telescoping steering wheel, so you can get it in the perfect position. And if we take a look up top here at the turn signal stalk, you do have the automatic headlights, And if you take a look at the other side here, you've also got the automatic windshield wipers, both of which are very nice features to have. Of course, you've also got the switch for the fog lights here that I showed you on the exterior. If we back up and take a look at this lovely leather wrapped steering wheel, and of course it is heated, you've got a really nice design, including this nice bi-spoke design at the bottom here with that nice metallic looking finish that runs along the two spokes here and up around the steering wheel. On the left hand side here, you do have the controls for the screen in the center of the gauge cluster, and I'll show you what's included in that in just a moment. You've also got your Bluetooth hands-free calling button, as well as the volume rocker for your audio system, and you've also got the voice recognition button. If you take a look up on that screen there, you'll see the digital speedometer. It takes up the majority of the screen, though of course in the top right hand corner there you do have the time, and at the bottom you've got the gear, as well as the exterior temperature and the odometer. And in this very first screen here, you do have the eco indicator, as well as your distance to empty. Next, you've got the screen that shows your lane trace assist, whether you got it toggled on or off, and you can also check your radar guided cruise control follow distance. As you cycle through there, you'll see the follow distance in that screen, and you can also turn off your lane trace assist and see it in there as well. Next, you've got the audio system, so you can quickly check what's playing and adjust it without ever having to take your hands off the wheel or even glance at your infotainment system. Next, you've got the all-wheel drive control, so you can quickly check where the vehicle is sending power to, whether it's the front or the rear wheels. Next, you've got your trip distance as well as your trip time. And finally, you have all of the settings for your safety features, including your lane trace assist, pre-collision system, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alerts, and you've also got access to some additional vehicle and gauge cluster settings through this menu here as well. Finally, you do have the messages page, so any relevant vehicle messages or warnings will display on this page here. If you take a look back at the steering wheel here on the right hand side, you have that button to toggle your radar guided cruise control follow distance, as well as toggle your lane trace assist. And speaking of cruise control, this is where you'll find the buttons for that as well. Just below there, you've also got the audio mode button, as well as the track selector buttons. If you take a look in the center of the dash here, you've got that really nice tablet style infotainment system that sticks up from the center of the dash, and of course that does include navigation, which is a very nice feature. You've got all kinds of other options here. In terms of audio, you've got your standard AM, FM radio, though this vehicle also comes equipped with XM radio, as well as a USB input and Bluetooth. And this vehicle also comes equipped with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can easily sync up your device regardless of the type of phone that you have. You've also got all kinds of other options here. If you have your phone hooked up, you can access the phone menu. You've also got some additional apps and projection settings. And if you click into info here, you'll find lots of cool features, including your eco here, so you can check the trip information and trip history, as well as your fuel economy. You've also got the traffic incidents, so you can check and see if there are any traffic accidents on your route home, or if you're traveling on a road trip, you can check that as well. You've also got weather here, which is a really cool feature. You can check the current weather, as well as the 3-day weather, 6 and 12 hour. You can also check to see if you've checked any locations recently, and you can check those there. And you can also check your national and local cities. And finally, you've also got the radar map here, so you can check and see if there's any precipitation headed your way, which is really, really cool and unique. You've also got lots of options in terms of your setup here. You can go through all of these settings, and there's so much customization that you can do in here. You've also got, of course, your valet mode, and you've got the navigation settings, as well as your traffic settings, and so much more. If you put this vehicle in reverse, that's also where you'll see that backup camera pop right up, and of course you can toggle between a narrow and a wide angle view. And you can also toggle your guiding lines on the right hand side here as well. You'll also notice at the bottom there that this vehicle comes equipped with that JBL premium sound system, which sounds absolutely phenomenal. And just below that, of course, we do have a couple of climate vents, as well as the hazard lights. And as we continue down here, you do have the dual zone climate control system, and it is automatic. So if you hit that auto button there, the vehicle will adjust the fan speed and heat to get you to that optimum temperature that you set here. You've also got, of course, the air conditioning for those hot summer months. And you've also got this really cool eco heat cool mode to ensure that you don't suck any extra power to run your climate control system. Below that, we've got the button to toggle your traction control on and off, and you've also got the 3-stage heated and cooled seats for both your driver and your passenger. And this is also where you'll find the passenger airbag warning as well. As we continue down, you've got that nice 12-volt outlet, as well as the USB input. And you've also got this Qi wireless charging pad with the nice grippy texture to it. So if your phone is equipped with wireless charging capabilities, simply turn the pad on and drop it on there and it'll start to charge up. As we continue down, you've got, of course, your nice leather wrapped boot to the shifter here. And you can put that into standard mode if you wanted to shift between the gears manually. And right next to it, you've got the drive mode selector, so you can cycle between eco, normal, and sport, depending on whether or not you're trying to get a little bit more performance or fuel economy out of the vehicle. And you've also got your terrain mode selector here, so if you're driving on some difficult terrain, you can switch between mud and sand, rock and dirt, and at the bottom here, you've also got snow mode, and this is also where you'll find the downhill assist. This vehicle truly is ready to tackle any and all terrain. As we continue down here, we've got that nice red accent to the cup holders here, and that same great pattern in the bottom there. And you've, of course, got your nice padded armrest here in the center, and that opens up into a nice center console with a couple of USB inputs to keep everything charged up, and of course, you've got a nice carpeted bottom to it as well. If you take a look in the passenger side footwell there, you've got the same great RAV4 branded all-weather mats, though like I mentioned, you do have those TRD off-road mats as well. And just above that, you've got the glove box here with lots of room inside, and just above that you've got that nice grippy texture to the storage cubby here as well. If we take a look over at the passenger side door panel there, you'll find the same great design, as well as of course the controls for your power locks and the passenger side window. And finally, if we take a look up top here, you've got the interior lighting controls as well as your SOS button if you ever get yourself into trouble, and you've also got the controls for your sunroof, which is really nice for those summer months. You can let some extra sunlight in as well as some airflow. And finally, of course, you do have a little handy sunglasses holder there as well. So let's go ahead and hop out and take a look at some of the features in the rear of this vehicle. In the rear of this vehicle, you have more of that same incredible black soft text seating here with that very nice pattern in the center, as well as the perforation. And of course, you've also got the red accent stitching along the bolsters and the headrest there as well. You'll also find plenty of legroom for your rear passengers, as well as those same great all-weather mats, though of course you do have that full set of TRD off-road mats, and that includes ones for the back seat as well. You've also got the nice little storage pocket here in the back of the passenger side seat for some additional interior storage, and you'll also find a couple of climate vents, as well as the couple of USB ports at the bottom here for some charging for your rear passengers. Keep those devices charged up. And you've also got a nice fold-out center armrest here with that same great material. It's a nice padded armrest. And of course, you've also got a couple of cup holders in there as well. These seats also do fold down on a 60-40 split if you have some additional cargo to store. Simply grab this latch up top here and the seat folds down nice and easily. And you'll reveal a really generous carpeted cargo area, though of course, you do have some goodies back there, so we'll go take a look in just a moment. Before we do, we'll take a quick glance at the rear door panels here, and you'll find the same great design, as well as of course the switch for the rear windows. And you've also got an extra cup holder in the door panel here, as well as those same great speakers. So let's go ahead and take a look in back, and that's nice and easy with the power liftgate. Simply hit the button underneath here, and that'll pop right open for you. And in back, you've got a really generous cargo area, as well as of course the TRD floor mats that I've been mentioning. You've also got the nice TRD off-road cargo mat as well. So if you don't want to use that, of course, you do have the nice carpeted surface underneath there. On the side, you do have an AC outlet as well as a 12-volt outlet, which is a very nice feature to have. And in back here, you've also got this nice cargo net here to help keep your interior cargo organized. And like I mentioned, you do have those JBL premium